Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video I'm going to be showing you my log splitter. It ain't quite working right. What's happening is when I'm extending the cylinder out, the hydraulic cylinder, it's really slow, and then when I also retract it back in the cylinder, it's slow also. So there's a few things that it could be. I'm hoping it's not with the hydraulic system. Better thing that it could be is maybe the belt, because my splitter, it does have a belt on it. So yeah, let's go over there. I'll show you the splitter and what it's doing. Alright, so let me start up the splitter and show you it working. It's kind of slow. It used to be a lot faster than that. I'm thinking it's a belt. The belt did wear out on this a few years back, and it had to be changed. I'm gonna check that first because it's the easiest option. Okay, so I went and got a bigger piece of wood to put on this. Normally splits stuff like this just fine. So let's see if it'll split it. So I don't know if you saw, the rod coming out of the cylinder. When it was coming out, you could see it just going back and forth, jumping. Normally when this splitter gets stuck, if I put too big of a piece of wood on it, it'll actually lift that cylinder up in the back. It's the cylinder pressurized, but does have that relief valve in the hydraulic system. That's why it doesn't keep increasing in pressure. I can hear something where the belt is. That's what makes me think that it's the belt. Only way to for sure know is to open up and look, so I'll open up the bottom of this splitter where the belt is and we'll see if it's the belt. Okay, so this splitter here, it's got a cover on the bottom, and that's the housing for the pulleys and the belt and the tensioner. So this front side has 3 screws, and then it looks exactly the same on the back of this. It also has 3 screws. And what they are, I believe they are 3/8. Yep, 3/8. And this exhaust here, it's very hot, so I'm making sure not to touch near it or anything. And then this cover, I can just push down on the lip. I can even use just the end of my wrench here, push it down, it'll pop out. All this is belt dust, so that belt was wearing in there, so I bet that was the problem. Okay, so I got the splitter on a jack stand, and then I got a log under it, just for extra protection. I don't know if you can see it, but this belt, it's really worn. So yeah, this right here is the tensioner, and then you got 2 pulleys here. Basically, to get this off, just gonna untension the tensioner by pulling on it and then slipping the belt out of the tensioner, and then that'll allow you to get off these pulleys. Now we got the belt. So yeah, this belt here, it's really thin. Let me try and focus a little better. It's really thin right there. And then as you go right here, it's thick. So it does have wear spots on it. So yeah, it needs replaced. Now, a lot of the times the belts will have the part number on it and the brand. And then if you got a good owner's manual, they'll list the belt part number. Okay, so I went and got the right belt number. I mean, you can definitely tell there's wear. This is the new belt, that's the old belt. Let me go. This is the thin part. Yeah. It's really worn. Okay, so this is the belt dust. I'll clean it up. Clean up under the log splitter too. I'll just wear a respirator because I don't know what they make these belts out of. So I'll be back after I get them cleaned up. Alright, so I got all the belt dust cleaned up on this tray and under the splitter. Now let's put the belt on. I hope you can see all three pulleys. Let's put the belt on. So what I like to do is, I don't think it matters on this belt, but the lettering, I don't know if you can see that. The numbering and lettering, I like to have it facing the right way up. So this is the bottom of the splitter, so the bottom of the numbers will be facing downward. That's just what I like to do. I don't think it matters. Okay, so what I'm first gonna do is I'm gonna put it on this this back my right side pulley here and wrap it around, and then I'm gonna put it around this engine pulley. Went on pretty good. And then I have this spring tensioner here. I'll pull it back, being careful because it is under spring pressure. And I'll put the belt in that. There. Now that belt's on. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I disconnected the spark plug on the engine, just so that way, just in case it starts up, you don't want it to. I doubt it would, but for safety reasons, unplug the spark plug. And now that belt's on there, now we can put the case on and try it out. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bottom cover on. So you want to do one side first, otherwise if you put like the whole thing on, so I got the whole thing on the back on, this ain't going to go over this slip for some reason. It's just going to go inward. So if you get one side and do it first, and that's on both sides, so then put pressure in the middle, it locks it up, and now all sides are on. You're going to want to line up these holes. Maybe not. I mean, try and line it up while you're putting it on. There we go. That's better. I'm starting these by hand, the bolts, because if you just go in with a wrench or one of those impact that they like to use, that's what cross threads things and tears up threads, and you don't want that. When you do this by hand, you don't have the leverage, so if you're cross thread things, you know you're cross threading them because they won't go in smoothly. Where if you're just using the impact, those things are powerful, they got torque, those eat right up the threads, and you won't know it until nothing tightens up. Okay, so now that I got everything started by hand, now I'm just going to use this this ratchet and socket. Now I can tighten them up. I mean, I don't even think you'd want to use an impact on bolts this small, because got too powerful of a impact wrench, and you're paying attention or something, you can easily snap these off. And I mean, if you do it by hand, you're less likely to mess things up. You still can, but it's not as easily to. And I mean, yeah, it takes a little more time, but in the end, it's a benefit, because you're doing it the quick way with the impact wrench. You snap something off, then you're just wasting your time getting that snapped off bolt out of the thread. So, I don't know. I don't like using impact wrenches. If I have the time, I'll use hand tools. Impact wrenches, they are good if you are in a hurry and paying attention. So yeah, now the cover's on. We'll start it up, see if it's any faster, if it'll split some bigger pieces, bigger logs. Forgot to mention, this is a 8-ton log splitter. I think we had it for maybe 15 years or longer. Yeah. So this right here, it's a piece of locust, black locust wood. This stuff, it's still wet, still green. It's really difficult wood to split. I mean, you saw before that the log splitter wouldn't split this. I mean, it's splitting it now, so as we can see, the hydraulic pump must be in good shape. The cylinder seals inside the cylinder, they must still be good. So it's just a belt. Glad that worked. Maybe it'll help someone else out. Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a nice day.